Hi, Sue.
Hello.
Diane, I'm going to go ahead and hit record on my separate recorder. So whenever whatever time you think you want to start, you go ahead.
9. I'm waiting for it to turn over.
Sounds good.
Okay, I have 3 o'clock. And it looks like I have everybody on. Bring to order this meeting of Des Moines Waterworks Board of Trustees. This is another step in the CEO selection process. We proceed with interviews. I don't know, Michelle, do you need to take roll since we're on a recorder?
I will do roll call vote to go into closed session.
Okay. All right then. We've had some requests for confidential treatment. Do we have a motion?
Yes, I'll make a motion. It is hereby moved that the board hold a closed session to conduct screening interviews of CEO and general manager candidates because the board finds the following. 1, under Iowa Code Section 388.9, the board can hold a closed session to discuss proprietary information if the utility's competitive position would be harmed by public disclosure not required of competitors, and if no public purpose would be served by disclosure. And 2, screening interviews of potential candidates to fill the CEO and general manager position are proprietary information. Des Moines Waterworks is competing nationally for CEO talent, and the public disclosure of the selection process would not be required of other competitors. And 3, disclosure of the candidate interviews at this time will serve no public purpose and will harm Des Moines Waterworks' competitive position. And 4, the candidates requested confidential consideration of their qualifications pursuant to Iowa Code Section 21.51I, because discussion of their qualifications in closed session may be necessary to prevent needless and irreparable injury to the candidates' reputations. And 5th and finally, Iowa Code Section 21.9 exempts strategy discussions concerning certain terms of employment of its potential CEO from Iowa Code Chapter 21.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
We'll have a roll call vote. Michelle?
Joel Ashburner,
Yes.
Andrea Bolton,
Yes.
Graham Gillette,
Yes.
Sue Hubbard,
Yes.
and Diane Munz.
Yes.
Please make sure to leave the Zoom meeting and head into the other format for the interview.
Thank you. All right. I think we are back in open session.
Hold on, I don't have Sue yet. Is she coming?
I don't know.
Okay, let me at least turn the recorder on. Hold on.
Okay.
We do have a quorum. Go ahead.
Do I have a quorum?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Present, Diane Munns, Andrea Bolton, Joel Ashburner, Graham Gillette.
Diane, could I, before you entertain a motion to adjourn, just ask a process question
Certainly.
so that it's on the record?
Yep.
Could you tell me a little bit about next steps?
Yes, I think we intend to convene Tuesday of next week to discuss the applicants that we have interviewed and decide whether or not, I think there'll be a couple questions, whether we have interviewed a sufficient number, and out of the people that we've interviewed, do we have finalists? If we are in agreement on that, then I think we will announce the finalists and we will come up with a plan as the board as to what next steps are, so that we can give opportunity to our customers and our senior management and employees in being a part of the process.
So to be clear, we'd meet on Tuesday. There'd be an open session. We'd probably go into closed session to discuss the interviews we had, those questions that you just outlined.
Yep.
Potentially, we'd come back at that meeting into an open session where we would announce finalists, or is there, maybe Colin can answer, is there another step where Colin would have to contact the finalists before we announce them to make sure that they were still interested in the job?
I had suspected that would be a step in there.
Okay, so
Well,
Colin's not on.
okay,
Yeah.
so that probably is something
I-
we can decide, but that probably makes sense that we wouldn't announce finalists at our Tuesday meeting, but that would come subsequently.
I would expect that, and I can touch base with Colin, that he'll be on the call on Tuesday. He's been in our meetings,
Sure.
with our consultant to help us, and I would suspect that he knows and has had contact with these people, so we
And
may
Rick-
be well coming out. Be able
Rick, you were going to chime in there, and I think I cut you off.
I was just going to say that Colin is not on the participant list, so
Okay,
when you asked him a question, he's unable to respond. He's not on.
I got you. Well, I mean, that clears it up a little bit, Diane. So we have a meeting on Tuesday. We'll go into closed session. We'll probably make some decisions about next steps, and then probably the most that'll come out of the public session on Tuesday is how we're going to announce the finalists, not necessarily an announcement of the finalists.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, thank you.
So,
Let me say that there will need to be a public decision on finalists.
Correct.
So
yes, yes.
But that could be the next meeting, or it could be done after you came out of closed session at the option of how the board wanted to handle that.
Okay. Yep,
Okay.
yep. We'll figure that out. Thanks for that question, Graham.
Mhm.
Can I add just a brief thank you to Michelle for wrangling all of this and handling all the technology invites and everything. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Here, here.
You are very welcome. I am very pleased. It came off without a hitch.
Very well done. Thank you.
Thank you.
expected. So thanks so much. Thanks to everybody who's been on the call for your time. And with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So
So
moved.
moved. Seconded.
Third.
Or adjourn. Thanks, everybody.
you.
Have a good
Thanks.
weekend.